Hey everyone, welcome to Manhua Threads. Today we're diving into one of the most exciting cultivation manhua out there, Magic Emperor. If you're a fan of rebirth, betrayal, and overpowered main characters, this series will grab you from Chapter 1. In this video, I'll summarize the first arc and give you my thoughts along the way. Let's get started. Our tale begins with Zhuo Fan, the Magic Emperor himself, one of the most feared cultivators in the land. He has mastered countless techniques, including the 9 Serenities secret records, a book so powerful it attracts endless greed. But even emperors aren't safe from betrayal. Zhuo Fan is ambushed by those closest to him, so-called allies who lust after his power. Cornered and fatally wounded, he decides to use a forbidden technique. Rather than let his enemies have the last laugh, Zhuo Fan transfers his soul into another body. When he wakes up, he finds himself in the weak, sickly body of a servant boy named Zhuo Fan, working in the declining Luo family. From the strongest emperor in the land to a lowly house servant. But his story is far from over. Although his cultivation is gone, Zhuo Fan still carries his intelligence, schemes, and centuries of experience. Slowly, he begins adjusting to life as Zhuo Fan. The Luo family he now serves is on the verge of collapse. They're being targeted by stronger clans, especially the Kai family, who want to take over their resources. This gives Zhuo Fan the perfect opportunity to test his cunning in his new life. He might not have raw strength yet, but he knows how to turn situations in his favor. And unlike most protagonists, he doesn't pretend to be righteous. If he has to manipulate, deceive, or kill, he'll do it. After all, he's still the Magic Emperor at heart. The first arc focuses heavily on Zhuo Fan, helping the Luo family survive. At first, no one respects him because he's just a servant. But with his sharp tongue and calculated moves, he slowly earns their trust while terrifying their enemies. For example, when the Luo family faces danger from rival clans, Zhuo Fan uses clever tricks rather than brute force. He manipulates situations, lures enemies into traps, and even outsmarts cultivators far stronger than himself. One of the earliest highlights is when Zhuo Fan starts rebuilding the Luo family's reputation. Instead of bowing down, he boldly takes action, making enemies underestimate him, only to strike back harder. Each time he succeeds, the family begins to realize this servant is no ordinary man. Along the way, Zhuo Fan's relationship with the young miss of the Luo family, Luo Yunchang, and her younger brother Luo Yunhai begins to grow. At first, they see him as just a servant, but his actions prove otherwise. Zhuo Fan treats them harshly sometimes, not because he dislikes them, but because he knows that strength comes from struggle. His tough love approach slowly transforms them into stronger leaders for the Luo clan's future. This dynamic becomes one of the most interesting parts of the early story, seeing how a ruthless emperor slowly becomes the hidden backbone of a declining family. The first big conflict of the arc comes when the Kai family and other enemies try to crush the Luo family completely. With assassins, plots, and public humiliation, they believe it's only a matter of time before the Luo clan collapses. But Zhuo Fan, using his cunning and his past life knowledge, flips the script. He orchestrates plans where the enemies end up falling into their own traps. When they underestimate him, he strikes at the perfect moment, leaving them stunned at how a mere servant could play them so easily. This is where readers truly see the essence of Zhuo Fan, the Magic Emperor. He's not just strong, he's a master of strategy, deception, and psychological warfare. And slowly, the Luo family starts to rise again, thanks to him. By the end of the first arc, Zhuo Fan has secured the Luo family's survival against overwhelming odds. He hasn't revealed his true identity yet, but it's clear to everyone that he's no ordinary servant. The once mighty emperor has taken his first steps back into power, but this time, he has a new purpose: to protect the Luo family while secretly plotting his return to greatness. The foundation for his journey of revenge and redemption is set, and it's only going to get more intense from here. That wraps up the first arc of Magic Emperor. Personally, I love how the story sets up Zhuo Fan's character. He's ruthless, cunning, and yet oddly loyal in his own way. This isn't your typical kind-hearted protagonist, and that's what makes him so refreshing. If you enjoyed this detailed summary, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Manhua with Threads for more amazing manhwa breakdowns. Which part of the first arc was your favorite? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.